Hi everybody. This is Jacqueline, and I'm coming to you live from my sewing studio here in New Jersey. And I hope you're all having a great evening, afternoon. Some of you, I think it's like middle of the night, and some of you, if you're over in like Australia, New Zealand area, it's probably really early in the morning. So if you get up early to join me, thank you. And I hope you're all having a great day. So today I wanted to talk to you about the Art of Home Club. Now, if you've been following me for a little while, you've probably heard about this. For some of you, this may be something brand new that you've never heard of before. And so I'm going to try to answer all of your questions in this Facebook Live. So if you have questions, you can just type them in the comments below and we will try to get to them. I'm also going to be showing you lots and lots of samples. I've got tons of samples here because I just have so much to show you. I think we do really great projects in the Art of Home Club, and we also try to show you new and different techniques that maybe you've never thought of or never tried. So we have a lot of fun in the club. And the reason that I actually started the club is because I love being creative. I don't like being boxed in. I don't like doing just one thing. I've always had lots and lots of creative hobbies, whether that's cooking and baking or working in my garden, all kinds of sewing projects, machine sewing, hand sewing, painting with watercolors or acrylics, and now I actually do I combine those things and I do fabric painting, which is something we do in the Art of Home Club. So I wanted some way to express all those different creative things that I do sewing-wise in the Art of Home Club. And I know that a lot of you also love being creative because I see all of the photos that you post in Facebook and you send me through email. Especially when we're doing our block of the month, and you guys just get so creative with your block of the month projects, and I'm always really in awe of the things that you do with those patterns. And I have to be honest, a lot of times I look at the stuff that you're making and I go, gosh, I wish I had thought about that, that's really awesome. So that is a big reason why I started the Art of Home Club, is so that I could share all of my different creative pursuits with you, and so that as I learn new things and try new things, I could share them with you. We have a really great mix and match concept, which just adds another layer to our creativity, and I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit more in a few minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some samples, and I'm going to talk about a bonus, because right now the Art of Home Club is open just for a couple of days. And then once I show you some samples, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions that people always have about the club. And if I don't get to your question, feel free again to just type it in the comments and we will try to answer those questions. So right now, we have a bonus if you join today only. Our club is going to be open for enrollment through Monday, February 17th, 2020. And that sounds so weird saying 2020. It's like, I can't believe we're in 2020, but February 17th, 2020, that's Monday. That's going to be the last day to sign up. We only open up the club a few times per year, and only for usually maybe 5 days at a time. It helps us kind of keep things a little bit under control, having all of our new people come in at the same time, and we can welcome them and get them acclimated and show them how the site works and everything. So that's why we do it that way. So as I mentioned, if you join today only, today is Thursday, February 13th. Happy pre-Valentine's Day, everybody, by the way. You are going to get this really cute pattern called Singin' in the Rain. So I'm going to show you this quilt. Now, I don't know about where you are, but where I am here on the eastern coast of the United States, it has just been gray and rainy and cold for like days, and it feels like weeks now. And I just really need the sun. So it's kind of appropriate that we did this project back in January as a club collection. And as I said, if you join today only, you're going to get this collection for free. So that is essentially like getting a free month's worth of membership in the club, because you're going to get this whole collection for free. And you can see we've got this happy little sun on there. Even the little rain cloud is happy. We've got the little boots or wellies, as you in England call them, full of flowers. It's got a little umbrella. It's got, what else? It's got this really cute watering can with flowers growing out of it. So this is really cute. So you'll get all these different applique and embroidery designs, because all of our collections have both applique and embroidery designs, because we want you to be able to choose which technique you do. So you're going to get the quilt pattern with all those different designs, and then you also get this really, really cute bench pillow, which I keep calling this my metaphor for life pillow, because it's cloud plus sun equals rainbow. So in other words, you can't have the rainbow without the clouds and the sun. So this is really cute to decorate maybe a sofa, a bed, a hall bench. We have this in the hall bench downstairs in our office, and it's just a really cute way to brighten things up. And you may be able to see that this one was done with a combination of embroidery and machine applique. So we like to mix techniques, and I show you how to do that in our collections. So this is, again, this would be your bonus, this and that quilt pattern, if you sign up today only, February 13th, it's Thursday. Okay, so those are really cute. So the next thing I wanted to show you was a few more projects we have upcoming in the club. So if you were to join in the next couple of days before we close on Monday, our collections, our monthly collections always come out on the 20th of the month. So you would join this week and you would get a whole bunch of bonus stuff, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But then on the 20th, you're going to get what we're calling this Furry Hipster Friends 1. Now, last year we had, or excuse me, this is Furry Hipster Friends 2, because last year we had Furry Hipster Friends 1. And this is a quilt, and I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but it's really cute. It's got 4 different animals in it. And for this one, we did embroidery for this sample, but again, you would also get applique patterns for this. So if you don't want to do embroidery, you could do applique patterns as well. And the thing is, this has 7 different animals. So if you don't like these particular 4 animals, we've got the deer, we've got the hedgehog, we've got a raccoon, and we've got a mouse. And I forgot to put their little button eyes on, so I still have to do that. But so if you wanted to do different animals, you're going to have 3 other animals that you could choose from. We have a moose, what else? A skunk, and a squirrel for this collection. Okay, and then we're also going to be talking about this month how to take any applique pattern and turn it into a patch for a garment like a jean jacket. So this is a little jacket that I got, just a plain jacket online. You could get one from a thrift store for like $2 or $3. And I used the little deer design, and you can see I appliqued it. The other one was hand embroidered. This one's appliqued. I had a bunch of trim sitting in my studio. I like to collect trims and laces and stuff. And so I put that on there, and this is the cutest little like boutique style jacket. So this is another thing that we'll be working on this month, is showing you how to do garments, how to make an applique patch. Now, the thing is, remember how I said that we did Furry Hipster Friends 1 last year? I want to show you that. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, you're also getting with this collection in February, you're going to get some printable note cards. So you'll get the PDF file. You can print them out onto cardstock with your regular printer, and you can either color these with your colored pencils or markers and give them out. You could give them out just in black and white like this and let your friends color them. So these are great for gifts. You can give them away. I just ask that you don't sell them. But you can print out as many as you want to give away for gifts or to use for your own use. So that also comes with this collection this February. So then what I wanted to show you was our Furry Hipster Friends 1. So this quilt is the same size as the other one that you would be getting this month. And you can see it also, the blocks for the center are the same size. So this one also had 7 different animals than the one you're getting this February. So if you chose to, you could purchase this one a la carte, which our club members can always purchase any previous collections that you don't have in your library yet. And then you could mix and match all these animals. Maybe you want to take the owl and the bear and put them in this month's quilt pattern with the raccoon and the hedgehog or something like that. Or maybe you want to take the applique pattern for the fox that came with this collection and put that on a jacket. Another thing that was in this collection, again, this was the Furry Hipster Friends one, was this tote bag. So you could make a tote bag with this month's patterns, or you could take patterns from other collections, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But so this one was actually done with fabric painting. So that's another technique that we use in the club, is fabric painting. And then I just embroidered around the edges. And this tote bag has read. We also had a version where you could write sew. So it's either a reading bag to take to the library, or it's a sewing bag for you to take your little projects around town with you. So that gives you an example of how we do our mix and match. You can take your designs and choose the project that you want to put them in, and then you get to choose, do you want to do embroidery, do you want to do applique, do you want to do fabric painting, do you want to combine some of those techniques? And I always give you, in the monthly collection, you always get lots of ideas for how to mix and match your different designs and collections. So another thing, oh, you know what I want to talk about? Just because I think this would be really cute, going back to this jacket and mix and match. One of our upcoming collections has chickens on it. And I know chickens are really popular. People like chickens. So like, here's an example of an applique chicken. Like you could, now this is a child size, and maybe you want to make one of these for yourself. But like, what if you took this and you could put like the chicken on it instead of the little deer? Or if you're making this again for yourself or for a kid, we've got the cute rainbow design from last month. You could take the rainbow and put it on the back of the jacket. And oh my gosh, that would be so cute if you did that. So we always like to encourage you to mix and match and make the projects your own. We never want you to feel like you're boxed into making something exactly the way it is in the sample. Again, we want to really encourage your creativity. We want to give you lots of ideas and show you how to mix and match things if that's what you want to do. Another thing that we always do every year in the club is we have a mystery sew along. And how that works is you get like one section or part per month, and then you don't get to know what the finished project is going to be until the end. And then at the end, we put it all together, and then you find out what the finished project is. So that's why it's a mystery. And then, so this year it's called Cold Hands, Warm Heart, and it has a winter theme. So you can see we've got a polar bear. It's also going to have a snowman and a couple of other really cute designs. This one I did with embroidery. We're also going to have the applique designs like we usually do. And this is going to start at the end of February. So if you join now, end of February, you will start getting these patterns. And then you can sew along with us to make our really cute Cold Hands, Warm Hearts project, which is our mystery sew along for 2020. I showed you my chickens. I'll show you again. We have some chickens coming up. This is my applique versions of my chickens. And then, you know, we always have embroidery. So here's one that I did with embroidery, a different little chicken that I did with embroidery. And then we also have a sewing theme coming up. Now we're going to be talking about how to tint your fabric with crayons and combine crayons with embroidery. So this is just a little example of a crayon tinted block with some embroidery outline. So again, mixing, matching techniques, combining techniques, it just really like makes things more fun and interesting, I think. So let's talk about some frequently asked questions, because we tend to get the same questions quite a bit. And the first thing everybody always wants to know is, how much does it cost? So the Art of Home Club is only $10.95 US per month. And for that, you get at least 2 projects, sometimes 3. Sometimes I think some months we've had 4 if they're smaller projects. You get lots of different embroidery and applique designs. You get ideas for mixing and matching, changing up the colors if you want to do like a different palette. Sometimes you get like little principles, like I showed you those note cards that we have for this month. So you get all that for $10.95. And then also on the website, it's a private website just for our members, and there are tons of tutorials on there. Video tutorials and PDF tutorials for things like different kinds of fabric painting, lots and lots of embroidery tutorials, machine applique, free motion. There's a lot of bonus patterns on there. So there's just a ton of content on our members only website. So for $10.95 a month, you're getting so much. It's really, it's less than the cost of like a yard of fabric, or even one well-written quilt pattern nowadays is at least $10, and you're getting so much more than that. So it's really a great value. We also have an annual version where you can pay $109 all up front, and that's like getting 2 months free. So you're essentially paying for 10 months and you're getting your 2 months free. And then don't forget, if you join today, you're also getting your free Singing in the Rain pattern. So that's like getting a whole nother month free if you join. Let's see. I wanted to tell you about the patterns themselves. So if you've done my block of the month, you'll know that my patterns are very easy to follow. I write them the way I like, kind of the way my brain works, because I have always found that I really have a hard time following patterns a lot of times, and so I really like to try to break things down into lots of steps. We use lots of diagrams, and lots of people have told me that my patterns are really easy to follow. And if anything's more complicated, usually we do a video tutorial too to kind of help you along with that. Another question that people ask is, am I locked in for a certain amount of time when I join? And the answer is no. You pay your $10.95 to join, you get your first month, and then you are going to be charged either PayPal or your credit card is going to be charged on this approximately the same day every month, that $10.95, until you decide to cancel. And then if you cancel, then you're not charged anymore. And you can cancel anytime. You are not obligated to stay for any length of time. And another thing that people ask me a lot is, they say, well, I'm not interested in joining the membership right now, or I can't join the membership right now, or maybe it's not during an open enrollment period and we're not taking new members at that point, and they just want to buy a particular pattern. Like we had this strawberry pattern a few months ago, and it was really popular, and when it was out on like Facebook and Pinterest and everything, a lot of people were asking, can I just buy the strawberry pattern? And the answer to that question is no, you cannot if you are not a member of the Art of Home Club. These patterns are exclusive for our club members. So again, if you're a club member, you can go back and you can purchase any of the previous collections a la carte. So if you see this strawberry project and you really like this, you can purchase that and add it to your collection. If you like any of the projects that you've seen today that are previous collections, you can go in and do that. But if you're not a member, you don't have access to the site, so you can't go and buy them. They're not on my website or my blog anywhere. They're not on any other websites. They're not available in shops. So again, they are really exclusive to our club members. Another question that people say is, you'll notice that a lot of our samples are done with embroidery. They say, well, I've never done embroidery before. I don't know how to get started. We have a whole section on our website, and embroidery is really popular right now. We have a whole section on our club website dedicated to embroidery. You've got a supply list that you can print out and take to the store with you to get your supplies. There's all kinds of videos like how to set up your embroidery hoop, how to do the basic stitches, and then there's more complicated stitches, how to transfer your patterns. So it's really everything that you need to get started. If you have never done embroidery before, it's really easy to get started. You just go to that page and everything is there for you. We have techniques such as, I think I mentioned these already, but we have machine applique, we've got the hand embroidery, we've got a couple different kinds of fabric painting. You can combine techniques. So maybe right now, since we're talking about that, I will show you some different samples. So this, I already showed you this, but this is one type of fabric painting where I used acrylic paints, and it's really kind of soft and light. The color is kind of transparent, and then we use an embroidered outline to kind of just make that design pop and show up really nicely. You can also do, so here's one of our other collections was butterflies. So in this example, I've used more opaque color, and I didn't have time to embroider it. I added all of my details with a permanent marker, and I'm going to just bring that up close so you can see that a little bit, if you can see the details that I did with a marker. So if you don't have time to do the embroidery, you can add a lot of details with the marker. It's kind of like doodling, and we have a video tutorial for that. So that's a different way you could do it. And here's an example. This is a pillow cover. I don't have the pillow form in here right now, but This is an example of machine applique and painting where I combined the two techniques. The border I did with paint, and then I appliqued the B, and then I added some details with paint, and then the letters on the side that say Be Happy, I also did those with paint. You could do them with embroidery if you want to, it's up to you. And then, since I was showing you that butterfly a few minutes ago, here is an example of some machine applique that I did with regular zigzag, the zigzag around the edges, and then I did free motion detail, if you can see that, the free motion detail, and that again is another video that we have in the club. And if you're ever like wondering, you say, oh, I saw the sample where you did this thing and I don't know, how to do it. All you have to do is send us an email. We have a special club, a special email address just for club members, or you can post your question in our private members only Facebook group, and we will be very happy to help you out. And if you post it in the Facebook group, that's always nice because then everybody gets the benefit of finding out the answer to that and sharing their different projects and ideas about how to do things. And just another example of mixing and matching projects and techniques. This was a collection that we did a while back where we made little gift bags, and this little present was painted on with paint. But then here's another collection that we did with, here's a mug rug, and here is an embroidered heart. So just imagine you can make the little bag and put the heart on there instead of the presents, and now you've got a little Valentine's Day bag. Since it's almost Valentine's Day, today is Valentine's Eve, or vice versa. You could do this maybe in Christmas colors and put the little Christmas design on the mug rug instead. So you can always mix and match, tons and tons of ideas for you. Let's see. If you join, I want to tell you about the other bonuses that you get. So if you join the club, today is the only day that you get the Singin' in the Rain collection as a bonus. However, any other time that you join between now and Monday, let's say you don't join until Saturday for whatever reason, you wouldn't get the Singin' in the Rain, but you're going to get a lot of other stuff too. We have a creativity workshop where we just really guide you step by step through. It's like it's kind of, we call it a workshop because there's a lot of questions that you can kind of write out your answers, journal, because sometimes we have real roadblocks, like mental roadblocks of creativity. And so it's just kind of a way to journal through some questions and kind of explore your own creativity, and then also make this little project step by step. It's very doable. It's not overwhelming. So that whole creativity workshop is available on the website for members. We also have, as I mentioned, tutorials. So you would get like the free motion tutorials, like I have, here's a couple of blocks that I did with free motion. You're going to get, as a member, previous blocks of the month. Now, if you join this week, you're going to automatically get the Happy Little Things block of the month. Now, if you remember, we just finished that one up. And so this, if you did the block of the month with us, the free version, this one had the little flower blocks on it. However, club members always get bonus blocks in the block of the month. So club members got these really cute bug designs. And I hope you can see those little bug designs. And so those were only available to club members. And we also have a pincushion pattern, which goes with this, that has like a little pocket in it and little sections to put like your scissors and thread and stuff. And as luck would have it, I actually gave that away at Christmas, my little sample, so I don't have that to show you, but there are photos out there so you can see what it would look like. But that's another thing that you get immediately as soon as you sign up. Our club members get 10% off my online shop every day. So say like you see these little buttons that are on here, those are in my shop, 10% off. Block of the month kit rolls around in a couple of months, 10% off. Fabric, books, patterns, little notions like the fancy pins and stuff that are in my shop, 10% off every day for our club members. So that's a really nice perk. You can just get a different different discount code every month, and you can use it as many times as you want, as long as you're a club member. So let's see, what else can I show you? I'll show you a couple more samples of things that we've done. We did this strawberry quilt, again, had the free motion blocks on there. And this month, the month that we did this, we did prairie points. So a lot of times we do try to do different kinds of techniques, maybe things that you haven't done before. I know a lot of people said they were really excited about the prairie points because they'd always seen them and didn't know how to make them. And then that collection also had the little prairie points on the tote bag as well. So let's see, I think we might have a question.
A couple people were asking whether, excuse me, asking about the January collection. So
Okay.
You just repeated that. That's available today only.
The January collection is available today only. So you have to sign up today. And I think we have the link there in the Facebook posts where we're doing this video. So if you go and you sign up today, what will happen is we have to add this to your the pattern to the library manually for you. So it won't be automatic, but it'll be just like no more than a day where you'll have this pattern that you can start working on. But in the meantime, there's a ton of embroidery patterns in there. There's other little kind of bonus patterns. There's the ornament workshop, which I was talking about. So don't be worried. You are not going to be bored. You're going to have so much fun just kind of exploring the website. Something else that we do in the club. Oh, God, we have another question.
Someone said that they have a quilting machine, but not an embroidery machine.
Okay. So these patterns actually are all hand embroidery. They are not embroidery files. So if you're looking for embroidery files to use with an embroidery machine, this is not for you. But if you're interested in doing hand embroidery, learning how to do it, this is the club for you because we have tons of patterns. And like I said, every collection, you're going to have applique and embroidery options. So you can do one, you can do both. It's a great opportunity to learn embroidery because it's very popular right now. A lot of people are doing embroidery. Something else that we have in the club, which is really nice, is we do swaps a couple of times a year. Now, these are optional. You don't have to do them, but if you want to, what you'll do is you'll send in 2 little projects. So, for example, last year we had a Christmas ornament swap and we had a mug rug swap. So let's talk about the mug rug swap. You would send in 2 mug rugs, and one of those would get swapped with another member, and then the other one got donated to our local Meals on Wheels. So I know that the clients were thrilled to get those little mug rugs. It was a little handmade gift. If you can imagine, a lot of them probably are just all alone. They never get any company other than the Meals on Wheels volunteers that come out and deliver their meals once a week, and they got this special little handmade gift. So that was really nice. Another thing, I mentioned the Christmas ornament swap. So you sent in 2 handmade ornaments, and they could be any kind of ornament as long as they were flat, and we could put them in an envelope. And people got really creative with those. We got so many different kinds of ornaments for those. And so one of those would get swapped, and then the other one was sent to a local nursing home for the residents. And I have a really neat story about that. When we were talking about doing this ornament swap, I had no idea how many people were going to be participating. I didn't know how many ornaments we were going to get. And I didn't even know how many residents were at the nursing home that we were going to be donating them to. I just figured, well, if we don't have enough ornaments, we will, find some things here around the office to give them, or we'll just ask some people to, make a few more extra ornaments. I thought if we have extra ornaments and not enough residents, we'll just send the extra ornaments over to like another nursing home or Meals on Wheels or something like that. So when it was close to Christmas and we had all of our ornaments in, I counted up the ornaments and we had 79 ornaments. And then I called the nursing home to find out how many residents they had, and they had 78 residents. So we had almost exactly, we had 1 extra ornament, which I think they gave to like the director of nursing or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, we're on the right track with this whole, charity swapping thing. I thought that was really cool. Another thing we do is once a quarter, we do a poll, and we give our members choices of where we're going to donate make a charitable donation to. And doesn't cost members anything extra. It comes out of the club funds, and they get to choose which charity we are going to donate to. So we've done charities like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Research Foundation. We've done, let's see, pets. We've done Puppies Behind Bars. We've done water wells. So that's really fun to feel like, you know, our members get a chance to decide where we are giving back. And we call that the Art of Home Club Gives Back. And again, we do that every quarter, and our members get to decide on that. We have Member of the Week, where you can just fill out a little profile with some fun questions about yourself and email it back to us and send us some photos. And then once a week, we put out our Member of the Week, so we can find out about each other. So we have a lot of fun things going on in the club. I think I mentioned our private Facebook group where people post projects of the, pictures of the projects that they're working on. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. People get really creative with their projects. I love seeing all the projects in the Facebook group and how creative everybody gets with them. So I think what I'm going to do one more time is go through upcoming projects just in case somebody came in late. I think I've covered most of the questions that we normally get. If we didn't answer your question, then you can just send us an email to comments@jacquelinesdees.com, or you can just post it in the comments in this post, and we will look at all the comments after this is done, and we'll try to go through and answer any questions that might be left over. So again, if you joined us late, if you joined today only, you get the Singin' in the Rain collection, which was from January 2020. And so it's like getting a free month of membership because you get the entire collection. You're going to get the quilt pattern with a whole bunch of applique and embroidery designs, and you can choose which ones you use and where you put them. You could do applique, you could do embroidery. You're also going to get the bench pillow design. And there's also a pattern in there to make a vertical wall hanging. So if you want to make like a vertical wall hanging to hang up on a door or something, you'll get the pattern to make that too in this collection. So again, it's today only, Thursday, February 13th. You have to sign up in order to get the free Singin' in the Rain collection. Then January 20th, we're going to be doing our Furry Hipster Friends too. And here's the quilt for that. Now this quilt we did with embroidery. Again, you're going to have applique options as well. And this one we did in like pinks and oranges and yellows, which is a little bit kind of female. We also give you some ideas for doing it all in blues and greens, which is really, really pretty. And that's kind of a little bit more of a boy feel to it if you want to do it that way. So you're going to get this on February 20th when you sign up. So just a few days after you sign up. And then we're going to be doing a tutorial about how to make a patch for any kind of a garment with any kind of applique design. Okay, then we're going to be so that will be our February collection. Then at the end of February, we will be starting our mystery sew along. You'll get the first part of our mystery sew along, and this is called Cold Hands, Warm Heart. And again, you'll be able to do embroidery or applique if you want to do this. You can even try your hand at fabric painting if you want to. We are happy to give you some tips and ideas about, you know, if you have to have a different idea of how you want to do something, we're always happy to help. So this is going to be coming in February. You'll get one section per month until we put the entire project together. And then also coming up, another collection we have coming up is a sewing theme. And we're going to be talking about crayon tinting and combining it with embroidery. So this is a sample that I've started. It's not finished yet, but you can kind of get an idea of where we're going with this collection for sewing. We have our chicken collection coming up because chickens are super, super popular. And here is my little embroidery sample. And here are a couple of applique samples because you always get your choice of applique or embroidery. You can also take these and do fabric painting, crayon tinting with them, whatever you want. And then, you know, all the bonus stuff that's on the club site for you all the time. The creativity workshop with an ornament tutorial, tutorials for doing free motion, so free motion quilting, raw edge free motion applique, which this is like my new favorite thing. I don't know if you can see all the details in that, but it goes super fast. It's like doodling with thread. I am just addicted to doing my blocks like this now. I love doing them. You can add so many details to this. So you know, we've got a tutorial on the website for this, the tutorial for all the different kinds of painting techniques, and lots of embroidery tutorials. So you will not ever be bored with the Art of Home Club, and we're always here to hold your hand, give you tips and ideas, give you different ideas for being creative, and our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, is a great place to share your ideas and ask questions. So it's a lot of fun. We get great testimonials. We have people who have been members for over 3 years now. They're still with us, and we just love it when we get new members. People are always, in our club, are always so welcoming of new members. Oh, you know what's really fun about the way we do the club is for each membership level, so whenever you come in, you're going to get a street name, because our club is like a neighborhood. You know, we're all neighbors. We're all creative neighbors. And so if you join us this time around, you're going to be living on Canyon Road. We have people that live on Main Street. We have people who live on Woodpecker Place. We have people who live on Rose Avenue. So you're going to see a street name, and that just refers to your membership level. So that's kind of just like a fun thing that we do. So I hope I've answered all of your questions. I hope that we see you in the club very soon. Remember, join today, February 13th, in order to get that free Singin' in the Rain collection. And I hope to see you all in the club. Okay, bye-bye.